Welcome to the first official BroLeague R6 stream for this next season. It is the preseason, a match between Knuck if you buck and Hardstuck Hardbreachers. I'm joined by my great co-host today, Terry, and
I don't know what
we
to do
are
with my
being
hands.
we're being observed by Dynamite today. Now let's look at the teams. We got Team 1, Knuck if you buck. This is the Commission's team with Jay Mosey, Simon Swingin, Archangel aka Devil, Powdered Snow, and C Fort. Some might call Cat. I'm not gonna call him Cat. Terry, tell us who's on Team 2.
I'll tell you who's on team 2 as soon as it loads up. We got Mythic, Paladin, Calamity, Cheese Whiz, and Nick. Dude, that's a stacked roster. Having Mythic and Paladin together, ooh, Calamity, all those dudes.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
Oh,
Calamity, horrible at Apex duos. Don't duo key with him.
oh man, dude, I'm excited to watch this shit
Yeah,
now. I'm ready.
yeah. Like Calamity and I, we're hard stuck Apex duos players. So
Oh man, I might have to get a second or third beer for this. This is
yeah.
this is gonna
Now
be fun.
Halo 1, we're great. All right, what map are we playing today? I believe it's on the Bazank. Now, Terry, tell me how you feel about the map of Bank.
I love Bait. I love the rework to it. It plays a lot differently, depending if Cade's on the board or so. I mean, that might be like a dumb take. But yeah, I think when Cade's off the board and you have easy access to the hatches, it's great. Or otherwise, because you're kind of limited to Maverick, or maybe they do a Thatcher ban with it, you kind of have like less tools to get the stuff off the wall, off the hatches. But if you don't have a Cade there, there's so many operators with hard breach gadgets. Like you don't even need to really run a whole lot just on the basement attack, you know?
Yeah, Bank is a map where there's a lot of viable bans that just change how it plays. Uh, I don't even think even with Thatcher ban, there's still plenty of ways to attack the basement. You just have to change. Uh,
Yeah.
that vault hatch, it's hard not to consider cading that.
I think bank defense is fun. I think there's a lot of fun roaming. That top floor site gets a little hairy because there's so much good line of sight you can get from the repel. So then you're kind of like got a question like, all right, am I going to swing and win, or am I just going to, wait for them to get off repel and come into the building? But you can cut off huge lines of sights from the lobby repel.
Yeah,
A lot of people get that wall up beside elevator, pop it open, you cut off that in the front office.
yeah, it is a good. It can be a good map to play, but it's very annoying. Say, I am Dynamite near me about your Discord stream. It's just a swirl right now. So.
I thought it might have been just me.
All right,
Oh
Terry.
yeah, here we go.
Visuals as the
All
cast.
right, we were talking about bands. What do you think's going to happen here? Let's see it.
I say you can go anywhere. You go Hiv, Thatcher, or just go for something annoying like a Dokkaebi or Jackal for this map. I don't know how much Knuck if you buck will be thinking about their bans. I mean, they took the full 20 seconds. It's gonna be Dokkaebi. They just don't want to hear the ringing, and you knock out one of the best sets of EMPs to
Yeah,
uh
you get rid of
use.
EMPs. You got a global ability that's going to block out sounds. Big thing about that is defenders that are dead can't observe cams, and that's huge. You hack cams to get all their intel. Like she just has so much going on for her. Finka, that makes sense to me too. I mean, she got nades this past season, and she has another universal ability that can revive anybody from across the map if they're down. Assuming you don't die to a headshot. It's another really strong operator.
Yeah, I'm not huge on a Finka ban because I don't think she's as strong as she used to be. But I mean, if you're just trying to get rid of a good gun, understandable. Now Solus can be banned on any map. Solus is
Souls can be banned on any
just
map.
kind of like Dokkaebi, but like in the sense of she's always useful, but she's just so powerful. So and Mirror
Yeah,
Ban to
I mean,
close it off. That's pretty fair. You can ban Mirror on most maps. Uh, she's really strong in the basement. She can be really annoying for top floor or either of the mid floors if you're doing crazy
yeah,
stuff. So.
Mirror's got some nice strats on bank.
Yeah, we're seeing a CEO to start off this match for the defense. Castle being shown, no surprise there. And then Echo. Echo's a little bit okay. Switching to the Valk, that makes more sense for top floor. Can't go wrong with
You know,
Valkyrie.
one more thought about the Finka. I don't know how many people know this, but unless they changed it, smoke actually counters Finka. Like if they're in an adrenal surge and they walk into a smoke toxic babe, they take damage so much faster. And also like pulse is a counter too. You can see them further away if they're adrenal surge. So I don't know. I think that's useful information too.
Attackers need to
Yep.
locate and defuse.
If you're going up against a Finka in ranked, you might want to consider bringing a pulse or a smoke. Those people counter her if you didn't know. Now you know.
Set up the prototypical janitor rotates to start off. The mute gets set up. CEO holes on the far wall closest to janitor.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
We're seeing the attack just go for the Habana for breach. Now, whether or not that's to be used more so for a Canto or for a square push remains to be seen.
Yeah, I could definitely see him just bringing the buff to top square because for teams are doing that half wall rotate right there. But you can argue maybe you don't really even need to reach it because they kind of already leaving that open for you. You're funneling into the spot where they got angles from front. But, you know, Habana would be a great pick to get that elevator wall if they go for it. We'll see. She spawned over there for it.
Yeah, it seems that's what they're aiming up for.
Yeah, and they got the Thatcher for it too. I wonder if we're gonna see a Cade trick come out in that lobby.
Yeah, it looks like Cade has already placed both of his. Doesn't mean he won't, but... And Habana is gone. Picked off from the rappel by...
Attackers recovered the
Ooh,
bomb.
That is a significant pick there.
Yeah, I said their plan has been disrupted already. No hard breach, so it's just going to be taking fights. There's an opening on that square wall if that's where they decide, or if they could just try and force it on window repels, or and a red stair take. But might be a fight soon, as they are in the basement. And Valkyrie is in the elevator.
Yeah, I agree. They're definitely just gonna have to get aggressive at this point, but you know they still got some options there. I mean, man, that double soft breach. I mean, at least they got the sledge for the castle.
Yeah. Also, something I just noticed: Gridlock is running EMPs.
Dude, you took the words out of my mouth. I was just about to say that. I was like, interesting pick on that.
Discord kicked
Hey,
down by
coming
War
out. Got a
Machine.
4-4 even.
Yep. We're just past the halfway point in the round, so still plenty of chances for the attack to retake this without hard breach on the board.
I still think that this is really strong in the defenders, even though the kill count's 4-4, because even though Valk's dead, I mean, she picked up a kill in the hard breach, and now she has all of her cams to set on.
Yep, C4s. I say Archangel wins the fight, downing the Thatcher, but takes a lot of help in the progress. Uses the C4 to confirm, and evades a nade, and a nade DK. Someone walked into it. The buck of Mythic running into that. And then Butte, still on 1 still wins the fight, gets taken down, but Sledge will follow from Mosey on the Jaeger. And that is round 1 for Knuck and Butte up. Say, bit of a mess of a round.
Yeah, you know, I think if they had to attack that again, if I was them, I would maybe switch that buck for an ace, because you still have somebody with a really good gun, and you have a secondary hard breach just in case if the Habana gets picked off like that. You know, you're not putting all your eggs in one basket.
Mm-hmm. Can't do that. So
Yeah, I would kind of like...
if you drop the basket, then the eggs crack, and then you're left with no eggs. How are you gonna scramble them?
You poach them.
Oh.
Yeah, come on.
All right, we're going
Up
to
your
the
culinary
basement.
skills, bud.
Going to the basement. We got the Cade and Valk yet again. So, Goyo being brought as Goyo. This is probably the Goyo site in the entire game, just for how much he can delay like a standard server plant. Just by placing all 4 of his canisters there, or even if he just places 3, and the smoke on the board. That's right there, that's just 60 seconds of denial.
They got a lot of plant denial, that's for sure. What if they're going to send that buck into open area, get that cube hatch, and then you can buck out that wall and cut off that hallway?
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, buck off that cube wall after you get the hatch.
It does
He's
look
running
like with the
Hardbreach gadget?
lineup.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb.
Buck is not, though. It's just the Habana. With this lineup, it looks like they might be going more for just a hatch, just opening 4 hatches or as many hatches as is allowed by the king of the board.
Again, I say it with all due respect. I would question having one person be your entire hard breach and not bring a hard breach gadget or anything to have a backup plan. You know. First build coming out.
Sledge gets the opening on the Valk. Not able to get the opening pick this time. But and it looks like
aggressive the
War
first
Machine
time, it paid off, and did not work out for him the second time.
Yep. Say looks like a pretty hard hold anchor setup for the side of the defense. Just wait to see what happens. Looks like the
Penalist Valkyms, she's gone, but she's not out.
Yeah. No vertical C4, but I mean that's plenty of intel. Plus the BT and the Jaeger front. I think Paladin got frightened a little bit by War Machine top floor.
I like how they decided to bring the Sledge to the 3rd floor to play through 2 levels of floor on the hatch.
I wonder if they know about the Goyo, because if they want to go for
There he goes.
CC plan, they need to start getting rid of those as soon as possible.
Oh, there's a whole minute and 20 left. There's still plenty of time, you know. As long as the case touches the ground at before 0 seconds, you're still got a chance, right?
Yeah. Okay.
All 5 men up for the attackers.
Looks like they're beginning to rotate from the plant. I think.
Left the server wall soft.
Yeah, I guess you don't need a second hard breach. That's left soft.
Dude, honestly.
Bomb diffuser. Attackers
Sledge is creepy down main stairs, looking for play. Not sure if the defense.
Oh, that could be
there.
huge.
They do know now.
But he decides to stay after shooting some rounds out.
The plant is going down.
He picks up one anyhow. The plant is going. Ooh, Goyo fire coming out. Habana got stuck. It pros the whole fake. Left with a 1 HP. Toxic Babe's coming out though.
Yeah, this is a very tough round for the attack to lose right here. Man advantage, post plant, and everything open.
4 people up. You still got somebody up on the hatch. I mean, you can throw the Toxic Babes, but you're not going to get them far enough to really do any damage to them. You're just going to stop them from being able to push in. But hey, they already got what they want. They don't need to push it anymore.
Nothing really happening. Habana does get the kill. Upstairs, Thatcher fighting. Archangel gets another pick, but it's just impossible for the defense to win this.
At this point, it's done. No more time to defuse.
Yep, just KD time right now.
Okay, going 1-1.
Yeah, I say not much roam presence, just the Valkyrie who was picked early by War Machine. So, not necessarily bad trying to like anchor. It's just the just tough when you give them so much time to set up for a plant. Because the Goyos can do a lot, but if they're popped early, it's
yeah, I agree. I mean, you got 60 seconds of denial to an area. It's not necessarily just like, hey, they're planning, pop it and kill them. You know, you could stop them from wanting to really push in. But it you know, if you would have popped that literally just a second earlier, that Habana walked out with 1 HP. That could have been a totally different round with just a little slight adjustment on the timing.
Yeah, they are running the basement back in. Similar lineup. Seems to be more aggressive. Like, at least the Jaeger and the Kaid, but they have the Alibi in place of Smoke, the Thorn in place of Valkyrie, and the Orcs in place of the Goyo. And they're opening hatches. This could be like a full-on, like, roam
It's a
setup.
deep roam, man. Yeah.
Probably
This will be a fun round.
Yep, Probably with the Jaeger and the Kaid being the like the site players, I presume.
You get the one hatch.
Attackers objective is the located.
I'm curious if they third floor room or if they're just going to like, all right, we're going to hold open until we can't.
Yep, attack's bringing the same lineup too. You know, I guess if it is it broke, don't fix it.
And it falls him. Run the 1x on Thorn. Or the 1.5's right there. Bold play. I respect it.
I was about to comment that Archangel had not set a single Prisma until that moment. So, where's the utility, Archangel?
Come on. And running hollow type B.
Hey,
This man's a serial killer.
No, the holotype B is fine. It's when you start getting to like the
I don't
some of
know,
the
man.
weird
I think
red
that's
dots.
the mark of a serial killer. I think worse is the Russian red dot.
Russian Hollow is kind of wild too, you know. But
Hey, dude, Russian hollow is wow.
neither here nor there. Mythic is pushing in the garage quickly. He's gonna take a fight.
Oh,
Gonna
he
get
sees free
shot.
real estate.
Does get the pick though before being traded, but that's one of the site players right there. Mosey down. Looks like
Who'd
more
he take
people in the
out?
garage creeping.
Just the Jaeger.
Yeah. Hey,
There.
Paladin will cross, but he's smoked by the Alibi, who dropped back in his sight from the red hatch. That's Case dropped. 4v2. Just with Thatcher. No matter. Thatcher gets a trade. Gets
They're just going to win the gunfights. They're just going to win the gunfights. It doesn't matter.
And nobody gets another. It's just Cade left in a 1v2. Finishes the Thatcher. Shoot him in the back. Nomad's just getting back down to server. That's 1v1. Marcelo Gorka, aka Calamity. Moldy Carpet. Love the name, by the way.
Unbelievable.
And he wins the fight! Zack attack! Ice in his veins. And the 1DX. I could call him Zack because I know him like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I
over
cannot
2 on the
believe they
defense.
just fucking. I don't know if I'm allowed to say the F word on stream, so I'm sorry if I can't. I can't believe they just shift W in sight and just the trades come out and that's nuts. That's crazy. I don't understand why the kid didn't keep playing the wall, or at least flirt the nitro, or he sprinted at him.
I said he had a few picks on the round. You know, sometimes after you get those 2 or 3 kills, you own a
You're
bloodlust.
absolutely right. I do the same thing. Sometimes you
Yeah.
get like 2 kills or like a really nice kill, and you're like, oh, dude, I'm untouchable.
Yeah, it's like when you're like do something really cool, like you do a sick bottle flip, and you're like, I could go ask out that girl at the gas station. But then you just get rejected anyways. Not speaking from experience. Of course.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like you're speaking from experience at all. Totally.
No, I don't go
hypothetical.
outside.
Yeah, right. I mean, why go outside when there's siege inside?
Alright, so we're seeing the CEO, very similar setup for the defense. But the attack bringing the Monty, this seems to be more of like a main take or a spiral take here, where you just force Monty up. Although, I guess Monty spawned square, so I'm wrong. I'm a liar. Much like science is sometimes. But only sometimes. If you watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, that is. Mosey in the basement as Jaeger. Trying to be a little bit of a
Attackers have
creep
located
down
a bomb.
here. Will he catch anyone? That's the question.
They are mixing it up a little bit with the Monty play.
Monty already taking up top square. He's just moving on up. This is whether or not his team can take advantage of the intel to get picks.
This team does not like Hardbreachers. They bring all those EPs. No
Emoji does catch someone off guard. That is War Machine the sledge down for the count. And just Melee's Paladin.
Just
That was
gives him the 1 weak spot he had.
yeah, that was a play, but the attack just takes back man advantage. 3v2, less than a minute on the board. 3v1, just Moldy Carp again, takes out one. Full health on the IQ, but 1 HP on the Nomad. He has a shot. Say this is winnable for Moldy Carpet. You just need to make sure to take 1v1s, and on the other side of the attack, they need to make sure to not give him those ones. Say.
Yeah, he is fortunate that the Nomad is very low health. One shot is all it's going to take to do it. It doesn't seem like they know where he's at, but, you know, this whole round was a flurry of kills, and they have a whole minute to work with to find this guy. Honestly, if they wanted to, they could just keep a drone at this guy's feet and keep harassing. They know where he's at now. They're going to start working this. He's boxed out from the castle. He's just going to have to dig in.
Okay, I thought he might have seen him, but that might have just been seeing the outline through the however he is a spectator. But 40 seconds, he does take out the Nomad in a 1v1. This might be Moldy's round.
Attackers recovered the
He's making up for
I'm
last
rooting for you,
1v1. See, he's creeping around. They're about to meet each other in contact. But IQ wins the fight. That is 3-1 lead now for Hardstuck. That was a very close round. That was one that that round shifted hands multiple times. Like early on, like very quickly, it was like I was a 2-man advantage for the defense, and then all of a sudden
The way these rounds are going, like anything, it can be any side. Like it's just go in and kill. They're very aggressive plays. Trades coming in and out. Most people are dead in the first minute and a half of this right now.
Yeah, we're gonna see our first of like the mid-floor sites. About to see staff room open area. Personally, I like staff room open area much more than CEO to defend.
Honestly,
less window play.
I think it's underrated. I think staff room is underrated in the rank circles. I think is the site you wanna try to do more.
Yeah, I say it's more properly rated in certain rank triangles, but the circles they hate.
Yeah, maybe my rank's too low to have a valid opinion on that. But I'm sorry, dude, like it's a really good site.
All right, the attack, not making too many adjustments. Or not. As I say that, they're switching more ops, but they are sticking the glass on the board for this.
Attackers are heading out.
See what he's
Fun
doing.
pick.
I have a feeling he's just gonna be outside that perimeter all round.
Well, he's got the smokes if he wanted to help with the execute, but when you're attacking staff open, you really are limited to the line of sights that you have. I mean, we can see him just like set out printer for the whole while because they don't have a hard breach to get the open area wall.
Yeah, so I'm not necessarily sure what they're doing with that, but Fenrir hiding in CEO. But they are joining top floor. Paladin gets the opening pick on Simon, and that's least down just right there. Does get to stick him in the feet. Discord Kitten with the trade onto War Machine, evening up man count, but now they know that there was someone up in the CEO to worry about. I say he is kind of stuck there. He's got to play for life and waste some time, and hopefully getting another pick along the way.
He knows they're coming, but unfortunately they got a Jackalus in there where he's at too.
Okay, Mythic tags him and will finish him off through the wall. And
PDW player, love to see it.
Not sure if I love to see it, but you know, I see it.
Hey, PDW with the extended barrel, bro.
Drone ready.
I mean, he's running a muzzle on it, or a flash, but that 50-round mag, high rate of fire, it's fun.
There's the glass, still outside printer window. Hadn't even opened it yet, but it's there.
I think he was the one thrown in that entry one.
Yeah, maybe. I'm still curious to see what their plan is for attack, because they can't get the hatches open, and they can't open the wall. It's my best bet is they're gonna just flood kitchen door and plant behind the kitchen counter. But there's still 50 seconds left, and they have not made a lot of progress in the last 20 seconds. And it looks like they are heading for that kitchen door right this moment. And it looks like they're just gonna punch it a bunch. This does make a hole. Does take out the bandit. Making it a 4v2. 30 seconds though, so their exit needs to keep going.
Acid does get broken down. They got 2 bottlenecking in. It absolutely gets hammered down now to 1v4. It's all up to Jaeger now. Will he get this out? They know where he's at. He gets 1, making it a 1v3. Jiggling right there at the printer though. Or if he wants to try to isolate that 1v1. Plan is stuck. Completely surrounded by Hardstuck at this point. Callouts coming through. Glass tagging up, doing a little bit of damage.
Defenders have eyes on the diffuser. Attackers need to protect.
Having a near impossible time isolating these 1v1s. Clock draining down. Glass goes through. Oh, no, Bam got that. That's a 4th round, right?
So that's 4 in a row right there.
4 in a row.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm good as the play-by-play casting as you, but damn it, I tried.
Yeah, you know what? You get at least.
Did I get a gold star?
Effort. I'm not gonna give you an A. I don't. You know.
Can I at least get like I'm
I don't
proud of
feel
you song?
qualified.
Can I get a pat on the back?
You'll get a smirk. That's what you'll get. Just like a.
You know what?
Maybe a gruff like.
Gotta take when you can get him.
Gruff like voice. You know. They're going back down to basement. 3rd time's the charm. A site that they like one of the rounds they came close but just lost a 1v1 at the end. This is their this is the round that they need to win to make attack the side swap a little bit more comfortable for them to come back and win this. Say the rook is on the board. Mosey said, "I'm done playing Jaeger. I want to just fight." He's got the scope, and he's not taking any prisoners this time. He's ready for push this time if they do that again.
I have terrible news, Parm.
What news
I have to
is
get another
that?
beer. Good luck.
All right.
I'm back. I'm thirsty.
As Terry indulges in bad habits, we'll see the start of the action phase. Mosey is looking for drones. He's ready for the build take, but it looks like the take is not focused on garage, at least the start of this round this time. And Simon grabs his dinner plates 20 seconds in the round. That was just irresponsible use this time, but, you know, we persevere. So the only hard breach... Got 2 hatches that can be opened by Cap Cow. Paladin does get the opening down onto Archangel, that's the alibi. War Machine will be the one to execute him though. Unfortunately not with the hammer though. So 4v5 already in this round. Good entry by the side of Hardstuck. Say they still have at least one person to deal with upstairs. Has been thrown out though. He's fall back to the mid floor. But I think they didn't hear him drop, and he will still lose the gunfight.
Absolutely
to
no doubt.
Sledge. Unfortunate for Buck as they are down to 2 bodies.
Well, that's the room clear now. Everybody else is just sitting tight on the site. Stop moving wrong.
So, looks like they're going to go for like a vault elevator execute this time. It's judging by the vault hatch being recently opened. Elevator hatch is already open.
Yeah, this is not where you want to be if you're Buck going into the half. 3-5, whole minute left. They got all the time they need to find you, drop, and just overwhelm you with numbers at this point. But let's see what happens. Cade swings, absolutely gets his face taken off by Paladin, now making it a 2v5. And this is all but done, making... Will this be a flawless round for Hardstuck? Paladin coming in with a double kill.
Simon
Gets
gets
caught in the
down
rotate.
as he's rotating amidst a firing squad of 4 people just shooting at him.
And a commanding half right there. This is going to be a lot to come back from, but it's not over. We're just getting started. If there's anything that's ever been flip-flop, it's 5-1. It's almost cursed. I'm not counting Buck out.
Yeah, I mean, as we saw, Hardstuck did win 5 attacks. It's possible that they could win 6. They could just go 7-5.
If they win 5,
a comeback. Don't call it a comeback.
Don't call it a comeback. They were always there.
I say we'll see the basement brought out for their first sight. Valkyrie and Cade both bringing brought on the board, along with the Wamai, Legion, and Smoke. Most of the standard lineup. I wonder if they're considering playing server with the Wamai. That would be my best guess on what Wamai would bring to the site, but not certain.
Well, what's fun about Wamai is you can get really fun, creative with the discs.
Yeah, I say it doesn't look like they're bringing a lot of utility etch, besides maybe a couple of flashbangs from Havana. But it looks like with this lineup, the attack is going to go for just just hash play.
Yep, I agree. Got the Jackal to help do a top-down clear. Thatcher to help get the hatches there. I'm not breaching it over. What's fun about this loadout is these guys had a fever for Claymores.
Mythic with the opening on the Mosey. That's what the line
They had 8.
Yes.
Now they got 6.
They are stepping on their throats. They're not gonna let them win easy rounds. Alright, Mosey asked for the time on the spawn peak. The BroLeague rule is 10 seconds. I'm pretty certain it was past the 10-second mark too, so. But the attack looks a little bit more nervous entering the building. Though there's at least 3 people sitting in the basement as we see gray lines across the screen, Eventually this will be patched out. Eventually.
Siege is my favorite game that I hate.
As God Howard once said, it just works.
It just works. It's
Mythic getting another pick onto Archangel the Ash. With less than half a round go, this is looking a little bit worrisome for Buck if they want to keep it off match point as long as possible. Discord Kitten does clear out Mythic, so Mythic's reign of terror on that round is over. But still, they got
looks like Legion's running through a snowstorm.
There's a lot of snow here.
A lot of snowstorm here. Can't see what's happening, but we're sure it's interesting.
Yeah.
Kill's coming out, making a 50 seconds into 3-4. Snowing in bank today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 40 seconds on the round. No more picks to be seen. Looks like Habana.
He's got one more toxic fade in the pocket. He just popped one.
Yeah, 2 C4.
You could potentially deny him all the way down. Oh yeah, dude. Only 25 seconds, one more toxic fade. That'll give him another 10 seconds of time. Then they can just start chucking nitros. If they're, all in server, but who's to say?
Yep, it's a 2v3. Now 2v2 as Moldy Carbon takes out Paladin. War Machine is taken out, and it's just Piano Man in a 1v2 against Discord and Moldy. Discord's starting to plant, but there's still a C4 left on the board. And it's 0-0. Gotta push for the pick. Moldy covers though, and Buck steals that round. Frankly, that was an amazing finish.
Wow, what a shot! Look at that crazy shot for him.
I wish I could have seen it. I wish I could have seen it.
That was I felt it.
Yeah,
I felt it.
could,
It was like Jurassic Park, man. My beer, it just had a ripple come across my desk. That's how I know I felt that shockwave of a headshot happening.
yeah. I say we might have to rehost if it happens again. But ooh, buddy, that was great.
Siege is the only game I've played for 8 years. I love this game so much. Like
It just
I love it conceptually. Like I love
Protect your bombs from being defused
the
by
first person
attackers.
shooter experience that it
and we
offers.
have eyes.
But man, the bugs that are just always happening and the server issues that are always happening. I'll never stop playing it despite that, because I really do love this game. But man, it's very understandable how some people hate it and play it and have left and never came back, because it's just like 8 years and you still haven't got it together.
We are seeing Basement being ran again, Valk being dropped from the hole, and a Maestro and a Rook being brought in place of, for sure Wamai. I cannot remember what Paladin was playing last round. He was playing Smoke, actually.
Attackers are
So,
moving out to locate a bomb and
bringing more, still bringing intel, and then I guess Rook is just going to be the one fighting. I figured Pulse would be sitting downstairs, but it looks like Pulse might go for like a jump out on anyone telling on that.
Rook's a
that
fun
north
roamer.
side.
You know, you put down the suitcase, your utility obligation to the round is completely over. So, you know, and you got the only 2x, maybe the only 2x on defense.
Tachanka also has a 2x.
Tachanka.
On the SMG, the AK.
Does he?
Yep.
Wow. They don't play Tachanka, I wouldn't know.
War Machine takes out Mosey. Mosey again, first pick on the Jackal. Bad luck there.
Pick?
But they also have 100% win rate when that happens. Archangel does hear Mythic and make a rotate. But elsewhere, Simon gets shot down by War Machine. So War Machine with a double on the round already. And we're in a similar boat to being in the last round. Except we have Vision as of right now. Wano's getting ready to swing with the Rook of Mythic, but Mythic is taken down by Moldy Carpet. Same. Pulse is still lurking around though. He wants to go for maybe he's thinking about he might be able to C4, but he's not near any destructible floor right now. But he does have intel. He is
Yeah,
getting
they
ready
can tell,
to
but it looks like the Havana's peeking. Havana's coming down like they know he's there. They just busted open that hatch. They could pinch him out. She's not playing like he knows it. It looks like they're interested in the area. He's trying to blow through loan office. They definitely think something's happening over there.
Yeah.
They don't
War
know.
Machine
They don't
is
know.
ready for it. Or at least he
Is he
was
gonna get this?
expecting
Is
one
he
of
gonna
them.
get this? Yes, he
Pulse goes
does.
out, but he is traded.
Traded out.
2v3.
Immediately traded.
Say, Habana will begin getting the hatches.
Well, they took him about 2 minutes to run clear. And you're in a
Getting the full
3v2.
6 pellets as well. That was a really delayed Habana thing. Okay, was still able to get that hatch despite not activating right away. 35 seconds and it's 2v3. They're gonna have to work picks here. Only one C4 to deal with, no smokes, but they do have to deal with wherever the Evil's eyes are. Just zapping people's health down to 0. Thatcher's pushing down blue as Habana plays the hatch still. And let's see, Maestro's just on his cams, ready to stop, just zap any plant down. Kate is playing garage, along with one in blue. So they are gonna start flooding.
I get the Maestro cams. Maybe 5 seconds. They could deny that plant still.
And now is match point for Hardstuck. 6-2, but they will have to go to another site now. We'll see how both these teams handle either CEO or open. Probably not Teller's Archives. I don't think either of these teams want to defend Archives.
You know, it definitely feels like if you're going around the world, you're doing your 3-site rotate. You're going to go basement, CO, staff open. Maybe not necessarily in that order, but archives is just harder, especially with operators like Ram on the board. Just toss it in from the windows safely on rappel. Get open a lot of the site.
Yeah, no surprise we're seeing Castle being brought here, but this does seem more like a frag-heavy defender lineup with the Legion Vigil on the board, and how we saw, frankly, how we saw Pulse last
Defenders
round.
protect your
Just,
bombs from being
just for
defused by
intel and
attackers.
just take fights.
Oh, oh! Don't do it! Don't do it! Your brothers. Temptations, Call the Void, Intrusive Thoughts, lost out there. Almost got it. Friendly Fire's off in the pro phase though, so, you know. No harm, no foul. It's a good quality of life change that they made.
Yeah, and I can tell you a time about in a clubhouse scrim that PTZ had probably years ago at this point, where Z4 on smoke absolutely obliterated Dilly. We still won the round, so in a sense, maybe Z4 had the plan all along that we just need to take out Dilly before he trolls around or something. Right now, Calamity, aka Zactac, aka Postella, was just doing a little dance for us. Not sure if he knew we were watching.
I appreciate a good entertainer like that.
I say Canto walls are not reinforced, but I think they're just ready to just shoot people and that's it for this round.
Very suspicious of going off, for sure.
Say War Machine making
And
a
rightfully
little bit
so.
of contact. Might be able to
He's a
take
huge
a
pick
fight.
for War Machine can get that there.
Shot from the other rappel by Simon. Simon out of the one kill into the two now. He's heating up. Maybe that's what we need. We just need the players to heat up a little bit for the side of Buck. It has been a tough bank game so far for them. The show control.
I 100% believe Paladin winning this gunfight at stock.
So that was Piano Man holding the angle. If you're talking about.
Ooh, you're right. You know what? The Discord got a little fuzzy.
But you were wrong anyways, because Piano will lose that fight to the Ayana on the stock window. Say Ace is getting something open. I believe that's the top square wall.
Good attack coming out for Buck here, encroaching on a flawless round.
Yeah, I said they.
Maybe too early to say that, but I'm hopeful for it.
The Paladin is now downed and finished off by Mosey. So it's a 5v2. This is all in the hands of Buck to keep this game going. Mythic ready for a fight.
Attacks of Buck. Sorry.
Say he is taken out by the Ayana. And it is Calamity and the 1-5 just take out one, but that is all he's gonna get. No flawless for the attack, but still a great attack.
That attack felt much better to watch. Like there was actually some angles being held while some stuff was getting opened up. Like you actually seen some utility use there. At least the walls being opened up, Wasn't as like the other rounds felt like where everybody was just kind of like minute 30 in, most people are dead, A little more drony work there.
Yeah, it looks like CEO is being ran again. A little bit of a change in the defender lineup as of right now. As far as the ones that have been picked, bringing a couple more traps. But they are bringing Valk, and they're sticking with their Rudy again. So, they might, because they were really late on reinforcing. Maybe they'll be a bit more disciplined on that. That's still 10 points in the scoreboard there. You may not be able to just ping on drone for points anymore, but still got that. Mythic.
Hey,
not
much, but it's honest work.
Mythic maybe P break.
You can observe the Mythic in his wild habitat. Oh, look at him go!
He
Somebody
finished.
sprung to light.
I say it was definitely a P break. all that,
You know,
all that Red
sometimes
Bull on
you're,
Monster.
you know, his brain lagged out, bro. He had high ping there for a moment, just mentally.
Don't we all?
Some people call that the drone phase. Some people call it the phone phase. It's hard to tell.
Yeah. There's a lot of players that don't do anything on their drones. So, like you, Terry.
Hey.
Yeah.
Watch your
Get
mouth.
off
Those are
TikTok.
fighting words. Hey.
Nah,
Easy.
you're really. Nah, you're old like me, so you're probably like you're not on TikTok. You're on like Facebook or something. Old man.
Bro, Instagram Reels.
Oh,
I am a victim of those. Anyways, we're back in the round here.
yeah. This is a very quick. Like they're getting set up for top square. Like that, they're ready to take action at least. Not opening all the stock wall this time. It's just the one wall. They do have like the whole still watching stock from a distance on the vertical. Paladin does get the opening. That is Iana off the board. Someone who had a nice 2 or 3K that previous round. But Paladin wants more. He is aggressing towards the top square door. You know, closing off some of those head holes just to play more passive. War Machine lurking in lone office though. Maybe for a lobby repel count.
Yeah,
Paladin takes
this
out
is
Archangel over
quickly
top
turning
square.
sour. They are struggling to get Paladin out of there. I mean, Doc's a chunky boy. He can kill himself all the way up several times. But
Simon
I'm not seeing a lot of utility. Oh, they're
He
just trying to
takes some
smack him through the
damage.
wall.
Where was
Where is
I
he
think
getting
Mosey was on
hammered
repel.
Yes. Wow. That's a fun angle.
Paladin with the third on the round. This is not looking great. Looks like Paladin is the final boss for this round.
Is he going to ace? Could be the final boss for the round. Could be the final boss for the match sitting here at map point.
Say, Mosey will shift his repel to the other side as Ace is in stock himself. This is just feeding Paladin one-on-one.
Can he get the ace? He's got the 4K. Mosey, 50 seconds left in a 1v4. All but lost here.
Yeah.
It's really hard to do anything in these situations. I mean,
His best bet is to ask for the knife fight now, but I don't think there's enough time for a knife fight to be set up.
hey, Mosey's great, but they're going to have to defeat him. They're going to have to feed him and give him a window. I almost thought he fell off the roof there.
Yeah, that would have been quite a way to end the
What's
game.
the over-under on someone stealing Paladin's ace? Do you think they're just going to...
I say it could be the Legion stealing the ace. He's still got a Guma in him, so, and he's got another one. So Legion's gonna
Ooh,
take the
Legion did take the ace!
You know what? That's fine. I don't want Paladin to have the ace anyway. So
You know what? You're right.
GG's coming out in the chat.
GG's.
7-3. I would say a surprise this match. I did not expect Hardstuck to, take it away, but their bank attacks were really strong, and they just set the precedent of the match.
I don't know War Machine or Piano, but that Paladin Mythic combo there, I was like, that's going to be pretty strong. Pretty fun.
I've heard from talking to other BroLeague teams, they think that's the #1 team of the league. Like, they're going to win it this season.
It's hard to say. It's BroLeague, and anything can happen. Like, it's just... But there's some really strong teams out there. I think the Pantry Raiders, that's who I'm keeping an eye out on.
I say Hardstuck in a scrim against us, Cranked Inc. They 7-0'd us on 2 maps, so...
Yeah, well... Looks like we got a fun season going on, but this is just our... Stop me if I'm wrong, this is like a preseason tournament bracket, right? So this isn't... There's no like league points coming out here where they won so they got 2 points. It's none of that kind of stuff happening here. This is just an open bracket tournament.
All right, well, that is the end right there. We don't plan on doing interviews at least for preseason, but expect for regular season we might be doing some post-match interviews. Just don't want to get too crazy for the preseason matchups, But it's been a fun
Keep
time.
your shirt on,
Terry.
Parm.
Oh, Parm. I can't.
Been a good time with you, bud. Look at us. Who would have thought? I was sitting here casting. Love to see
And we
it.
got Dynamite again on the observation, not the observation
Pro
blockers.
observator.
Although you could say that
Madman.
round where it was all gray, he was kind of an observation blocker then. So
You know, I didn't think about it like that until you said it. Dynamite, do better.
yeah, it's on
Jeez.
you. The ball's in your
It's all-
court.
Hey, it's been a great night and a fun match and a fun stream. And I hope everybody has a good night.
Yeah, everyone but Dilly.